Hello.
Hello.
How goes?
I've been awake for 37 hours. Gang.
What?
Yeah, I
Why?
couldn't fucking sleep yesterday, man. Like,
Oh,
yeah, I did all my laundry aside from what I wore today. And, like, the dryer here sucks ass. So, like, it took
gotta
3
double it.
cycles. By the time it finished at, like, 10:30 at night, I was just like, well, I'm awake.
Damn.
Yeah. Finally
Damn.
got tired when my alarm went off. So, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, but hey, tomorrow is Canada Day. As of when we're recording, not as of when this drops. When is this? Is it my birthday? Am I 35?
Oh shit.
How old
Hey,
am I
you.
this year?
Yeah, you might be
34.
35 by now.
No.
34.
Yeah. Fucking how old
Yeah.
am I now?
No, you're 35.
No, I was born in
You'll be
92.
35.
I was
Yeah,
born in
you'll be
92.
35. I'm 35. You're always like right behind me.
2026 minus 1992. You can't have a 5.
Sorry, 34.
Yeah.
I'm 34. Jeez.
That's almost how long I've been alive. Awake.
There we go. Yeah, no, sorry. I fuck. Yeah, well, you will be 34 because I am 34. You're right. I
Yeah.
fucked that up. Wow, I am.
I was like, I could have ran for president this year. Well,
Yeah, I think
you
this
know,
drops on the 13th.
no shit.
No,
My birthday is yesterday.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, sounds right. I don't know if it is. Happy birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was at work.
Yeah, basically.
And if this drops the following week, happy birthday, Teresa. I hope the D&D game went well. I'm super excited for it. It's gonna be a blast.
There you
Yeah,
go.
we got a fucking. I think I talked about it
Yeah,
on here.
a
Yeah, we
little
got the
bit.
Airbnb D&D with a hot tub and a putt putt. And it's gonna be dope, man.
There we go. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I kind of on the vacation note, quite a bummer for us. So one of the places that we had booked a reservation at in Greece called Line in Athens was a bar. It was a really good bar. It just got ranked #1 in all of Europe yesterday or
Hmm.
today. And we had booked a reservation to drink there like 3 months ago. And
Hey, hey.
uh,
I know it's shitty, but you want to know
yeah.
what's good? You want to know what's
Not
good?
not the debt.
Not the debt, but also I'm home when this comes out, so we can have our own little drink at your bar, and we'll pretend we're in Greece.
That's funny. Yeah, pretty much. She was just talking about that. When he came home, she told me that. I was like, "You fucking kidding me?" I'm like, son of a bitch. Because I think we were sitting there debating. We were just like, you know what? Let's. Because there was two of them. We were like, let's go to this one. This
Yeah,
looks better. I like the menu here better. It's more adventurous, and it's #1 in all of Europe, not just Greece. I'm like, dang.
yeah. You want to know? You want to know something shitty? For
What?
me, I found out right down there, like fucking 5 minutes away, is a fucking water park.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I could have been going to a water park this whole fucking time. It was right there.
I'm not gonna lie. I am very sad about that because you could have decided to be Tim Robinson and just constantly ride the water slide.
I would have been. Dude, my coworker and I went to the casino on Saturday. Chrissy and Gail came up and hung out too, but yeah, we were driving past and he's like, oh, water park. And I was like, what? Like, I was like, I'm going home. I can't go to it. It's
You're
right
like,
there.
I never drive this direction. Oh my god, that sucks. Yeah, you can be like, oh fuck, I could have at least gone once.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would have, man.
there. Do you have to stay there tomorrow?
I could. So because it's because of the way the
Canada
holiday
Day.
falls, yeah, like as of recording, it is June 30th. We're breaking the fourth wall. You can see how fucking early it is. So tomorrow is Canada Day. So since I'm up in Canada, nothing's open. So none of the plants are open. And then for the Americans, we get the third off for, July 4th. I was talking to my boss last week and was like, hey man, I didn't take Thursday off because I was supposed to be in Port Huron this week, and that's only a 3-hour drive home. It's a 7-hour drive home if I go straight to my parents, like if I go crash at your house or crash in East Point or wherever. It's more doable, but I was like, hey, it doesn't, I don't like the fact that I'm gonna work 2 days, have a day off that I don't get paid for, and then work a full day and then drive 7 hours home and then drive 14 hours to Kansas. I'm like, I need to take a day. So all of us took took Thursday off, and then everyone up here, my boss's boss included, were like, yeah, it's really fucked up that y'all are. It's happened to me twice where I've been up here for a Canadian holiday and like nothing's open. So I'm like, I don't want to use a PTO day for that. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm using tomorrow's my travel day. So I'm getting 4 hours for that. And then there's a couple documents I can do up that realistically should only take me an hour, but they're like, yeah, charge 4. So like,
There you go.
yeah. And then I filled them in on what's going on with the fam and everything, and they're like, yeah, dude, like, take your day off. Like, and I did, full disclosure, got in trouble today. Because I've been late a lot. Like,
Oh.
I'm laughing about it. I should be on time more, but I've been, dealing with the family stuff, trying to figure all that out, and then, like, sitting there laying in bed, like, now I can't fall asleep, like, because I'm trying to plan all that shit out, and then yeah. So I let my boss know about that too after I got the, verbal warning and everything. I thought I was getting fired, dude. Like, they are, like, when they do their verbal warning, I didn't know they actually bring HR in, so there's like a
They witness the.
yeah, like a mediator, so they can witness the verbal warning to make sure that nothing's getting misconstrued, which is awesome. But yeah, like, I went back to the main plant, and I was like, hey, boss. I was like, my other boss told me I have a meeting about Lake Orion, but you sent an email that doesn't have anybody from Lake Orion involved. So I sat down, and he was like, all right, let's go upstairs. And I was like, okay, cool. What's upstairs? And then HR walked in, and I was like, oh. Like, but after I explained shit, he understood a lot more, and he was like, I wish you had told me, like, a month ago. And I was like, yeah, I probably should have, but, yeah. So, yeah,
That's
just
fair.
got to be on time more, man. Yeah, and then I had a second meeting with him, which was actually really good. Like, the first meeting was like, hey, stop being late. And then the second meeting was like, you're going to a plant that's going to have 6 lines. You may or may not have help, but we feel like you are capable enough to do it on your own. And I'm like, oh, cool. So my work is really good, but my time is yeah.
Well,
it was cool, man. We shot
mean,
the shit for like, I got there at 3. The meeting about my time was like 30 seconds, and then we shot the shit for like an hour and a half. And like, yeah. So
that's
it was cool. And now I get to come home, but not today because I'm tired.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, and I wanted to make sure these lovely 3 people that are watching get an episode this week.
I mean, I think we do have an episode uploaded, so we could have recorded next week. But like you said, like you're gonna
So
be busy with that too. So
yeah, because our plan is I'm gonna drive up. I'm gonna drive up to uh Jeff's to get a haircut on Thursday because I'm going to visit family, and this is
yeah,
yeah, it needs some help. And then I'm gonna after the haircut go straight to my parents, and then have dinner there, hang out, and then we're gonna start the drive on the 3rd. Drive all the way down. Yeah, and then my mom says we'll drive back on the 6th. Um, Depending on how things go down there, I might be like, hey, we can drive back on the 7th. Like,
yeah. Give
yeah,
you an
like
extra
I
day.
I took the time off as long as we leave early on the 7th, and then like, if anything, I could text my boss and be like, hey, can I take a half day on the 8th? We're gonna do the drive back on the 7th, and he'd be
Yeah,
understanding on it. So yeah,
that
I
makes sense.
also
And
I
he,
filled in the boss's boss about Bonnie.
oh,
Because
the whole story about getting us
yeah,
Bonnie.
yeah, because he's like, where
That's
you're taking a
Friday.
long vacation? He's like,
That
where are you going? Oh, that's this
year ago
Friday.
Friday.
No
Yeah,
shit.
July 3rd. It was July 3rd because you were coming home for the 4th of
Yeah,
July weekend. So it was July
yeah,
3rd when you brought her.
and that's Malt's birthday too. I feel bad that I'm not gonna be there again, but yeah, he was asking. He's like, him and my other boss were like, yeah, so having the long weekend, taking some days off. Like, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be extra long. I'm driving all the way home to Cadillac and then all the way home to Kansas. And I filled them in on that a little. I was dead tired. I was like, yeah, I might have to, go beat somebody's ass. And they're like, why? So I filled them in on the cousins. And then I was like, you didn't hear about me bringing a dog home? And they were like, you brought a dog home? Like, so I filled them in on all that. And they're like, the fuck were you doing in Kansas? And I was like, family drama, dude. And also really good scores for your hood. Like,
I did good,
yeah.
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, we were talking about it. I was like, holy shit, that is on. Am I quiet?
Not to me, but I'm like,
Okay. No, I just think I realized I turned it down because I sounded a little quiet to myself in the headphone. Sorry,
I,
guys.
yeah. To me,
Getting
you
4:30
sound
on
loud, but I'm also like, I'm doing
your
that thing
volume
where
on your headphones.
I'm doing that thing where you're tired and you're like hyper focusing on the other person talking. So,
Got
yeah,
it. Well, then we can be quick on this episode so you can actually get some sleep.
my food's gonna be here in 35 minutes, so we got time. I
Oh,
timed it. Yeah,
yeah.
when I texted you, I'm ready. I ordered my food.
Perfect.
That way it would get here when we finish, and then I could eat food, take a shower, and die.
There you go. Yeah, we honestly like Bonnie. Yeah, we realized Bonnie's thing is on. I've known it's July 3rd, and I knew it was
Yeah,
on. I was like, oh shit, that's this Friday. So we both have the day off, obviously, for the 3rd. So we're gonna probably try and get her a little treat or something for it, and if it's not hopefully scorching hot, we can do something fun. But yeah, like
yeah,
that's really cool. She's of course, like, yeah, destroyed. I was telling you before we started, she got a protein shake, empty protein shake thing out of the garbage, and it was ripped up all over our bed. And when I came out from the shower, I was like, the fuck? And then I immediately looked down, and she's like doing her like cute little wiggle jump around, try to give you kisses because she knows she did something bad. And I'm like, well,
yeah.
yeah, she instantly tells on herself. And then she went and was hiding. I was just like, Bonnie, like, no, no. And she was like, what? And I went and got dressed, and she was just hiding in the closet under the hanging lower rack from Melissa's clothes. Just had a little nose sticking out. I was
Yeah,
like, yeah, she knows. It's like, damn, Bonnie. She's been doing good. But,
that's good, man.
yeah. we had so I moved a bunch of shit around in the garden.
Nice.
I bought some extra potters, little these like mesh bags that you can fill with dirt so they breathe. But like we took apparently, so we found out that like broccoli and peppers fight each other, and we had broccoli like next. We have so many peppers. Like we're really, if these grow, we're gonna have six just unbelievable amounts of peppers. Because we didn't calculate it enough. But fuck it. We're like, honestly, I don't expect all of them to grow, so we'll see.
Well, that's also the best part about gardening, dude. Is like you throw shit in there and then you're like, fuck, I got a lot of this thing. Like,
Yeah. Herbs growing like a weed, just crazy.
dude, our corn, like, we did it again this year. Well, Chrissy did because I've been here. But last year when we did it, everyone was saying like, oh my God, corn is so hard to grow. Like, that's not going to come in. And I would just look at everybody and be like, this is my dirt. I am from Kansas. The corn will grow. And it grow. But I gotta get one of those mesh things y'all got, because the fucking squirrels and everything. Which
yeah.
I don't want to get rid of them because the cat's like staring at them and all that. So, plus, fuck it, have
Yeah.
food, man. If I can feed the wildlife, you know.
Yeah, we leave it open for a chunk of time, probably a little too long, because I think a chipmunk got one of the tomato trees, the plants, a little bit, got a chunk of it. But none of them are really showing fruit yet, but they are starting to look greener again because we moved things around, and now I'm at the point where I might start getting some little dowels to tie the things to, just for the sake of when they do start to grow, it's already set up.
Yeah.
Or it might even
get the not
promote
just
it.
the singular dowel. Get the it's like a wraparound thing. It's like anywhere from 3 to 4 dowels with like a rings around them, and then it grows up through and it stabilizes better.
Got it.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of it tomorrow when I go home.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Yeah, because we're like, all right, like it doesn't need it yet, but it's getting close to needing it. So I'm like, I'll get ahead of it. But yeah, we took some of that, and then we took a bunch of onions. We put too many in one pot, so I just spread them out amongst the ones with the broccoli, because realistically, the broccoli's not going to grow because it's a colder season vegetable anyway.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, yeah, if it grows, whatever, but the onions will be fine. So those are starting to bloom. We have a bunch of potatoes starting to grow. But like, I was laughing yesterday. We were trying to like mess around with it and put some, or just like checking it out, and then Bonnie jumped into it for the first time. Just fucking, we were just like, no. She just, walked out of it. Luckily, none of the plants are tall enough to block her either. That's the thing. So she was able to just kind of walk over them. But, to be fair, I also just kind of like picked her up, and she was just like, why?
Yeah. That's cool.
But
I gotta get Bonnie something for the 3rd. I gotta get Malt something too for her birthday.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I just got our sprinklers fixed today, finally. Hopefully Melissa will be able to check them tomorrow and see if they turned off. But I mean, the guys came by this time. I assume there was 2 of them this time, and they were checking it while I was checking our freezer, because one, it like turned off at some point, and I had to unplug it and plug it back in. It was fine. But then the green light indicator is off on it, so now like it looks like it was off, and it's working. But because it thawed, there's like a bunch of extra moisture so like we're gonna have to empty it out and then thaw it. So I think later maybe tomorrow, we're gonna take all the meat out of it and put it in the deep freezer in the basement. I'll just take the glasses out, and then deal with it all being in there for like a day while that thing melts out, and then we can refill it and turn it back on. But like, That's annoying as fuck. I took the side off of it to get to where the like little light bulb's at, and it's like a little container of like the light and stuff. And so I'm like, all right, well, I don't know exactly which one it is because there's the light bulb, which I think I'm just gonna change. That's all I'll need. But then there's like two light bulbs, and they're not like, I don't know. So I just have to like triple check things. I buy their models and find it, and then figure out how to take this thing off properly because there's not like any screws that I can see. So
Might be clips. I've seen
that's
some
what
where
I'm
they
thinking.
clip in. Yeah.
But like I didn't get too far in there. It was filled with like webs and stuff. So I like went and got the vacuum and vacuumed it out. But I haven't at that point. Like the sprinklers were starting to get uh about done. So I was like, all right. Like I talked with them. Then went inside with the dogs and watered the plants myself. Whatever. I didn't turn on the sprinklers, but I'll see them in the morning. Tomorrow's gonna be hot as fuck. So like
Yeah.
it's gonna need the water.
Yeah.
But
I that's speaking of it being hot as fuck. Chrissy sent me a link for a catio, which I was already looking at, and was like, "Oh, where would we put that?" And I thought she was joking, like, like, "Oh, this would be cool, but we shouldn't get this." And then Saturday, like I said, me and my coworker went to the casino. They wound up meeting us there, and I was like, "Hey, you guys just come hang out. I did really well. You can gamble with some of my extra money." Then they got there, and I handed them one of my tickets for $900 and was like, "This is yours." And they're like, "Oh my God, what are you going to gamble with?" And I was like, "This one, that's $1,800. Like, I wound up making like, well, it would have been close to $3,000, but I wasted 600 before I left. But yeah, they were like, "Oh yeah, I guess Edie's buying that catio." And I was like, "Can I?" So I really want to get that, but I'm also like, it's so fucking hot right now. I don't want to, put
we'll
that
deal.
up, and then the
Yeah,
cats want to go outside, and then I also might need to treat the grass first to make sure there's no fleas or ticks or anything.
yeah, that's that for sure. Like, no, fucking good job on the
Oh yeah,
gamble, bud.
dude. Like we got there, and I was telling Jason went up to play poker, and I was like, "Yeah, I might fuck around on the slots." And I was like, "No one wins money on the slots though." When he went up to play poker, I was just like, "Fuck it." I didn't drive. It's a Saturday. I'm gonna have some beers. Last weekend in Canada, Chrissy and Gail might show up. Like, so I would go get a beer, drink it. I'd have to piss. I would take my beer over to a slot machine by a bathroom, finish my beer while I'm gambling, hit $100 to $400 on the slot machine, go piss, go get another beer. Like, dude, I wound up becoming friends with the bartender. Like, I walked up and I was like, "Hey," and he's like, "Another Blue Moon?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, buddy." And then he was like, "My name's Fitzroy," and I was like, "That's a fucking badass name, dude." Like,
Oh
by
my
the end of the
god, that's
night,
cool.
he and I were vibing. He didn't even know I tipped him $100. He had no idea until I went to leave, because his other buddy was like, "Hey, you tipped the bar, but I know you were tipping him." And he's like, "Oh, you tipped me?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "Hey, it's fine." And I was like, "I'm doing well." Like, because I started paying in cash. And he was like, "Yeah, man, you've been fucking crushing it." And I was like, "Yeah." And then his buddy was like, "He tipped you $100." And I was like, "Yeah, I did really well." Like, it was fucking, it slapped, dude. And then
Fuck yeah.
the next day we went and got brunch, went to the museum and stuff. It was pretty chill. The brunch we went to, Gail was joking. She's like, "Oh, I guess this is like our birthday weekend, because all of us are July babies." And then like Chrissy went to go to the bathroom, and the bartender came back and was like, "Do you guys want to do a shot?" And me and Gail were like, yeah, you know, we were just joking. It's our birthday weekend. And the bartender was like, oh my God, when are your birthdays? And we told her. And she was like, mine's July 3rd. And we were like, fucking, yeah. Like, yeah.
Yes. Oh
So
my
it's
God.
chill,
That's
man.
fucking good. That's awesome. Did she do a shot with you or she just watched you?
She did water, but Gail and I did tequila and Chrissy did limoncello. And then we went thrift shopping. I got a new shirt that I want to wear for the podcast, which I'm not wearing now because I realized you can't see it. And then Gail and Chrissy got so much fucking clothes. And then yeah, went to the museum out here. Went and got some food, watched a soccer game. It was chill. It was nice, man. Like it's the first time I coughed. I was not tearing up. It's the first time somebody's actually like came out and visited me while I was traveling for work. And I know they weren't visiting me. I just happened to be here. But it was chill, you know.
Fuck yeah. Dude, I like if I actually did have like multiple weekends off,
Yeah.
like
Dude, I know.
we probably would have.
I if this was us like when we first became friends, if I was like, hey, I'm going to Canada for work, you'd be like, bet. How many beds
Dude.
are in your hotel?
And like we're booking a show in Toronto.
There are 2 beds and a cup chair, which my CPAP is on because there's not enough space on that table.
It's fine. Zach takes the floor.
Hey man, shit, with the amount of points
me and
I
you
have,
share a bed. Davion and Rico share a bed. Zach gets the cuck chair.
with the amount of points I have, man,
or whoever.
Y'all would have
so funny.
I had a suite in my last hotel. Like, y'all could have had a side room, and I could have still been away from you. Like,
yeah. Oh my God. No, that'd have been fucking funny.
but no, it was chill, man. It was nice. And then I don't know. I'm thinking like because of that, I'm gonna maybe try to get the hotel rooms that have the 2 beds, so I can be like, hey, if anybody wants to come hang out, there's an extra bed in my hotel room. You don't have to pay for it. Come out here. I'll go to work. You come hang out. We'll go do something on Saturday because we usually don't work Sunday. Like whenever I'm traveling, because I'm gonna be in Oregon for a while. Like,
will they let you? Like
yeah.
the hotel?
Yeah. Huh. They don't care who comes here. I mean, a lot of people will bring their wives, like, and their pets and stuff.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, and then there are other people who bring women. Of, not. I'm not disrespecting the women, but it's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they find them, but they find prostitutes wherever they go.
I guess what I mean is like there's a difference between that and them noticing like you have that people that are obviously your friends staying in your room for multiple days and not paying for their own room instead.
No, they'd be fine with it. And especially like
cool.
when you do travel, like generally you're in the hotel long enough where like you kind of get friendly with the people that work there, you know? So they're like, yeah, dude, like doesn't fucking matter. You want us to bring an extra bed up there? Sure. Like,
okay, that's cool. Because I would imagine like as business, that's where they're being like, oh, you get that kind of stuff.
They also get so much fucking money from us. Like we go home every other weekend. The room is still booked, so they're getting 2 nights paid, and we're not even there to make a mess, you know? Like,
that's fair.
Yeah, they're getting plenty of money from us.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was nice. And then my dad has talked about coming to visit too. It's just never lined up. So if you are listening, Father, I'm not talking shit and saying nobody wants to visit because I know you do, but no, nobody has yet. So it's nice.
I mean, honestly, like, hopefully the next time you go on, if you end up going to Toronto again for some reason.
Oh, I will.
Hopefully you don't have to, but when you do.
It might be a while. it might not be as long as we hope because one of the lines is up here. So it's looking like I'll be between Orion, Port Huron, and here, but it'll be like 2 weeks. Like,
Okay.
do one of our quality loops, get out, you know?
Got it. Well, shit, then you can... Yeah, we'll just have to line it up, like, when you know that 2 weeks is coming, and be like, hey, we're gonna go just pass out there.
Yeah, free bed, man. And they're
That'd be
usually, I got enough points, they're usually a really nice fucking room. Like,
Yeah. You alright?
yeah, no, but yeah.
Oh, God. That's not good. I was gonna say, if I had one other thing I was gonna bring up before I start pulling cards. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
remember
dude,
what it
I
was
forgot
now.
about the cards.
Right?
Damn.
Oh, so this is like kind of interesting football-ish related news. Well, definitely football related news for the Lions. So the Terrion Arnold. I don't know if you saw anything about it on Facebook, probably. So Terrion Arnold, former cornerback now for the Lions. He got arrested in February or not arrested, but charged with, well, yeah, technically arrested and charged with the kidnapping or 4 counts of armed robbery and then like kidnapping, 4 counts of kidnapping essentially, because these dudes stole a bunch of jewelry and his phone and a bunch of cash out of his Airbnb that he was staying at, because they were like barbers that had he been there, is what he thought or whatever. And then his friends went and like he had 2 girls that convinced them to show up at this place. And then when they showed up, these guys jumped out of the closets and at gunpoint, and then like tied him up and like pistol whipped him and shit. And they were waiting, supposedly FaceTiming Terrion until he got there to confront them. But like they eventually, it somehow like let them go. I don't know if they got tied up, but they at least held him there in the room, and they got out before Terrion got there. So like he wasn't officially there yet, but like they're trying to charge him as like obviously the guy that like orchestrated them doing this so he could show up and like who knows what.
Yeah.
But like yeah, he had his trial on, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, something like that. Yesterday. And during it, his lawyers, I mean, he's rich. He's really fucking good. And he was poking a lot of holes in creating doubts of like, well, one of the things they did steal was he has multiple phones. And I think they took his phone that's related to the NFL. Because the NFL gives every single player an individual phone just for team-related things, so it doesn't get misconstrued and it's trackable.
Yeah.
And so, like, I think that was one of them, or maybe another phone or something. And so his lawyer brought up, like, so, like, they said they FaceTimed him, like, but didn't they steal one of his phones? So, like, do you know it was that phone that they were saying it was, or... I don't know. We'll see. It's still going. There's enough evidence that they still let it go to court, but they were trying to hold him there without bond, so he'd be in jail until the trial instead of being able to go back and practice and so on. But the judge let him go to practice at least with $1 million bond.
Jesus.
Yeah, he doesn't have his extension deal yet. That'd be coming like next year, depending how well he had done this year. So he still got good money for being a first round draft pick, but like $1 million is $1 million no matter what.
Yeah.
And then he was gonna have to do that, and then he basically was only going to be allowed to do NFL related activities, or like rehab related to NFL, and that's it. Like he was going to be on house arrest essentially, because they were trying to put a GPS monitor on his ankle.
Mm.
And the judge literally, because I was listening to a podcast that was watching the trial at the time, a Detroit podcast, and the judge said, we don't need to do that. He's like, you even mentioned like the paparazzi is around, like ESPN's covering this.
Yeah.
Like,
We know like, where he is.
Yeah. He's like, we'll know before he knows that we know at all. Like, you know, he said he'll know before he knows he broke a rule. Like, he, you know, if he's stepping out of line at all. So we don't need to basically waste resources to do that when, I mean, the places he's going, there's reporters everywhere. Like, he's going to be held accountable. So, also, they have to badge in every time. They have, you know, you can't just get into the Lions facility. Everyone has a badge that badges you in if you work there. So, I'm sure they'll be monitoring.
It's the same with work. Like, yeah, they know when you come and go. But before you draw,
they cut him. By the way,
yeah, I saw.
That
but
day.
before you draw the card, when you started this story, my phone dinged, and you can see this if you watch back.
I was watching.
You're telling this story of like, oh, a kidnapping, an armed robbery, and I looked down and my DoorDash order got canceled.
Oh.
So you're telling this like story that's way more important than the fucking burger I ordered. But you just like, if you look at the video, you can see me look down and just go,
oh, I missed that.
It's gone.
I just saw you looking down. That's
it's not gonna be here until 7:00.
Oh man. So yeah, what'd you reorder? Another burger somewhere else? Or is that what you're gonna do?
It's the same thing. Like, I didn't see it in time to be like, oh, just cancel it outright. So they like redid it.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I guess no fault on the delivery driver, because the food was made and he picked it up. He got hit. Yeah, like DoorDash was full on like, yeah, his car got hit. We're sorry. We're gonna like send you money and like, yeah. So yeah, not bad, not bad. Like they specifically said in DoorDash, they might be lying, but they were like, oh, somebody rear-ended him. He's okay. And I'm like, but my burger though.
Tell him to run. I'll get. No, that's.
Can I still tip him? He's gonna have to fix his car. I want to give him money. Like, it's my fault.
Honestly, you know what's the worst part about that is he got like rear-ended, and then he's probably like sitting there on the phone trying to like call his insurance, and he's just getting a notification.
And he's got a fucking yeah. I did. I am gonna actually go and message DoorDash after we record and be like, hey, can I tip him still? Like, I only gave him 20%, but his car got hit because I wanted that burger. Like,
yeah. I mean, damn, that sucks, dude. It's like we're just doing BLTs because it's easier, and
that's I ordered the burger place up here. They have they have two burgers. Well, they have a lot of burgers, but the two main ones. One is called the Machine, which is 2 10-ounce patties. Like, it's fucking huge. I had that last time. I think I sent you a Snapchat. And then they have one that I should not have called the Compressor, which is 4 10-ounce patties.
Yeah, you don't need that. That is...
I don't need it, but I ordered it.
2.5 pounds? 2.25 pounds?
It's 40 ounces divided by 16. Yeah, about 2.25, 2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I don't need it,
it's.
but I don't have to go to work tomorrow. And
I mean, as long as you have,
if need be, I have the hotel until Thursday.
just get some sauce and dip it in there so you can
Yeah. Just
eat it
text
like
my
a
boss.
steak.
Just text my boss. I'm not driving home till Thursday. I'm shitting everywhere.
When you talk about sends him the equivalent of Bloodhound, or is it Bloodhound Gang that does the no, it's Pennywise. I think it might, no, it's Bloodhound Gang. They have a song called, it's a voicemail of someone taking a shit on a toilet.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll FaceTime that motherfucker.
What's going on?
Just Brent, I'm so glad I took a PTO day today. I needed this. I'm dying. Happy Canada Day.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck. I accidentally said my boss's actual name on here. Ah, he's cool. He's fine.
I'm sad I didn't even hear it. What's your favorite quotation?
I'm a big fan. This is a fucking English nerd joke, and I'm so sorry. I'm a big fan of the single apostrophe quotation within a quotation, where you're quoting somebody. That's a dumb joke. I apologize. English nerds will get it. But my favorite quote is actually from Hitler. And I hate this. We've talked about it on the podcast in the early years, but my dad used to tell me it, and he would be like, yes, this makes sense. Hitler was the one who said it, but it makes sense, and it's how he got to power. And it's, if you are not okay with how the system is being ran, become the system.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which, really good quote. That is how you make change. Become the people in power, but also fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, not that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't even know. I hate to say it, but like I think my favorite one is just George Bush. I think it's the family one.
Oh,
Families
I
where
went
wings
with a
take dream.
different one. I'm sorry, say it again.
So there's two of them. There's the speech he makes on the golf course, and then he goes, and now watch this drive. Or when he is, he's talking about family, and it's quoted in Step Brothers. He's like, "Families are wings take dream."
Yeah,
I think is what he said.
I was thinking of fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, can't get shamed again. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know. I think mine are all gonna be funny. I don't really know too many like super serious ones.
I think a quote that's not Hitler related that I actually do enjoy and I kind of live my life by is it I can't remember what it's from, but it's like it's a side character who's like the goofy character, but then he gets serious and he's like I'm paraphrasing, I might get it wrong, but he says, I chose whimsy over war. You don't want to see me when I choose war. And like, that's a dude who chose to be happy instead of going to war.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like that one. I read it somewhere when I was like 9 or 10. It was some book my dad had. Really good quote. Also, I got my quotes from him, so I guess whatever dad says.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I found the exact quote was, families is where our nation finds hope, where wings take dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of bangers, dude. The Now Watch This Drive, like,
it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, you know my opinion on Trump.
Yeah.
Awful person. Hate the fuck out of him. If Bush never made that quote, and then Trump, he's always on a golf course. If he somehow gave a speech and then followed it up with, now watch this drive, and gave a drive as good as Bush did, it's a good quote.
Yeah. It was talking about 9/11, I think, too, or that either that or straight up the Iraq War. So he's just
he
close
full on,
enough.
he full on was talking about the Iraq War, so very close.
And then he's like, "Now watch this drive. Wow, look at that shit."
And it was a good drive. If you watch the video,
Yeah,
it was a really good drive.
Oh my god. All right. So then the other question: if you had to pick a song to describe your life at this moment, what would it be?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't even.
How sad do we want to get?
Yeah, it's
I could make the obvious joke, two obvious jokes. Oh, Canada, obviously, but then also, where am I going Friday? That's right, I'm going to Kansas. We're doing the entire Wicked musical.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I don't know, a song to describe my current life right now.
Yeah,
I joked about how sad we want to get, but like things are fine. Like,
yeah. I mean, like, obviously, it's like my relationship with Melissa is phenomenal, but like the again,
Confessions
like,
Part 2, Usher.
I don't know.
Sorry, that was a dumb joke. I said your song would be Confessions Part 2, Usher, which is
Yeah.
about him knocking up some girl.
I was like,
It would be my boo, Usher and Alicia Keys for you.
I mean, if maybe. Well, I'd say
Or
I
no.
Caught Fire by the Used, but
Yeah, it would be
for that,
yeah.
our first dance song. But like the if it was the entire thing in general, the fact that like I have never ending work and didn't get to, we had to owe the government a bunch of money, so we didn't get to go to Greece, and then finding out that the place we were gonna go was the number one bar in all of Europe, and one of the other places that we went to in Copenhagen made number 7. And we just went there on a whim. We were like, what? We were standing in a spot. And we were like, where's a good looking speakeasy? And we walked to it right there. And we were like, oh, cool. And then we found out it did that. But, so that was kind of cool. But that was like a week ago. But like, yeah. So there's kind of a bit of that of like, also like, I just want to like not be on continuous forever overtime for a second.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Also, the bummer of the fact that like the economy sucks ass, so it's kind of like even though we're making all this overtime, it's not actually making a difference anymore. It just kind of helps us keep even, which is nice compared to most. But like, it's also defeating to be like, damn, like everything else is just keeping up with all my overtime I'm making.
Yeah. No, I was
like,
talking to a coworker, because Jason and I went to the bar, and the bartender, really cool. Fun fact, got her number. Yeah, I don't think I told you about that. Yeah, I full on blacked out, went full bard mode, somehow got her number. It's not gonna go anywhere. But she's just finished nursing school. We were talking about that, and then I was like giving her advice, and then my coworker was like, fuck do you know about nursing? And I was like, oh, I was a nurse. Filled him in on all that lore, and like, yeah, he was talking to somebody else, and I was like, yeah, I'm making the most I've made in my life since I was a nurse, and like I'm nowhere. Like nothing is adding up. Yeah, it's fucking wild, dude. Like I all shittiness aside, I am making progress. My debt will probably be paid off this year, so like I will be good. Yeah. It's fucking wild. But I did find a song that describes my current life right now.
Yeah.
It is a country song that came on randomly when I was driving. It's Porch Light by Josh Malloy, I think is his name. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, it's about like they're traveling on the road, trying to make a living doing music. Which I'm not making a living doing music, but like I'm traveling for work to make my living. And it's all about like one of the lyrics is like it's another hotel room sleeping on the floor, hurting from the night before. And then it continues and it's like, hey, but leave the porch light on. I'm coming home. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
eventually, yeah. That's cool.
very fitting.
Okay.
That or anything by Hollywood Undead.
I'd say anything like Cannibal Corpse, just
Yeah. You know, I've been really in
yeah.
a banana pancakes mood, so anything by Jack Johnson.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Banana
honestly,
pancakes do sound interesting.
shit has been kind of content, so yeah, anything by Jack Johnson or early Bruno Mars, like it's like things are fine. I'm chill, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a shitty 6 months.
Yeah, truthfully, it has been a shitty 6 months, but
Oh, my
despite that,
identity is stolen. Thank God
yeah,
that got all it's all done, but also I had to pay for the overage on the miles on my car because
yeah, yeah,
ended up going over because of the fact that I worked all the overtime and didn't switch cars with Melissa soon enough when I did it like a month and a half out.
yeah, dude.
So
I
I should
hate
have
that
done it apparently free.
I hate that I just realized this. I have a car that's just sitting there. You could just drive that.
Oh no, I can't. But yeah,
I
I
mean,
have the
no, like,
company lease right now. But
no,
yeah.
I'm saying like if you guys are getting close on your mileage, like my car's just there. And truthfully, I do
Oh
need it driven around. So like if you guys get close to your mileage, which we should
well,
have realized last year, you could just park your car at the
yeah,
house, pick up my car, drive it around for a month. You did me a solid by, breaking the brakes and making sure the fluid's moving, and then you saved yourself some miles.
yeah. She owns hers, not
Yeah,
owns,
yeah.
but is buying.
Yeah. But
And
I
then
meant for yours cuz it's a lease.
yeah. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, yeah, I already have it through the company, and the mileage is it's 25,000 a year, so
Yeah.
I won't do that. I might get close to 20 if it keeps up with this overtime schedule, but because I'm already at 10 or about to be at 10. No,
Yeah.
yeah, about to be at 10.
Hey,
So
you have always been a 10.
thanks.
Except for in second grade.
Agreed.
Sorry, I have to hit you with some realism. I can't get your
Third
ego that high.
third grade, I did the Eminem blonde hair, but it was just gold, so it wasn't bleach.
I did that in 8th grade and it was orange.
Yeah, mine went pretty. It was gold. It did not look bleach.
Yeah, mine was bad.
It was close enough that no one was gonna be like, "Hey," but I knew. Everyone knew.
Yeah, mine was bad. I thought about doing it again recently. Not the orange, but the bleach blonde I had before. The last time I was home, I was talking to Chrissy and was like, we went to Meyer and like for some reason we were in the hair aisle and I was like, we could dye my hair. We could do it. But then I was like, yeah, no. I'm still up in Canada and these guys have opinions on a lot of things. So yeah.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah.
But that said, I am gonna get going because I need to go make dinner. And I'm sorry, you're just not on time.
Yeah. I have to
gross.
somehow stay awake. I also just realized, well, you cut this video for the podcast, but on Discord, you can see exactly what time it is. It's my alarm clock's right there. Yeah, it is 6:07.
Yeah, I usually just tap my phone to see what time it is for the sake of...
I do too, but I just looked at my screen and was like, oh, my alarm clock's there.
Yeah, you can, because you can... You're right there. I would look... if I was sitting at the screen, I'd do that. But...
I could also look at the time on my computer. God. I was saying I'm looking at my alarm clock behind me in the Discord and reading it like mirrored. But there's a fucking clock right there.
Yeah.
I need to go to bed, man.
Oh, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We love you guys. Have a great week. Be nice to those that deserve it.
Hey, and seriously, fight those that don't. It's time.
Bye, guys. Fuck guys.
Bye.